Hey everyone, this is Allison Kelly, Chief Revenue Officer at Digioh. I am joined by founder and CEO and my good friend Rishi. Hi Rishi. We are both super excited to connect with you and to also to be able to take you through the Digioh platform a little more today. We're even excited to continue this conversation one-to-one with you and take you through a customized demo and also listen to your custom needs that you may have if you choose to, after we get done with this highlight overview of Digioh. So let's hop in and let's get started. The Digioh offering is truly centered in around being able to do a lot of things with your data. The first is collecting data. How do we collect more contacts? How do we collect more zero and first party data at scale? The second thing is converging data. So how do we take this data, mix and mash it to make interactive experiences across your website, across all of your other retention channels in order for you to be able to communicate one-to-one with every single individual website visitor, subscriber, and customer that comes to your site. The next is connecting data. When we connect data, we literally mean connecting data anywhere here at Digioh. So this can be things like your ESP, your CDP, your e-com platform, Google Analytics. What is the use of being able to collect all the data that we're able to use and collect here at Digioh if we don't share that with you actively and then allow you to be empowered to go use that effectively across other channels? So when you're leveraging our data here at Digioh, which also, by the way, is called consumer consented data, or maybe you call it progressive profile data, maybe you call it zero party data, maybe first party data. You know what? Our customers are actually seeing when they leverage this data, a minimum of a 2% increase in their on-site conversion rate, a 3% increase in conversion rates for retention channels, like email as an example, and acquisition. Let's not forget about that. It's still really important to acquire net new customers. Our average customer is seeing a 7% monthly acquisition rate of all of their aggregate site traffic, all by choosing to lean in to collecting, converging, and connecting data with Digioh at scale. It's super hard to be in your seat today. The time for marketers is more challenging than ever. All of these different data privacy changes, law changes, iOS changes, browser changes. It is super hard to be able to do anything that helps you with being able to collect data in a way, again, to intimately know who these website visitors are, how to engage with them effectively at scale, and what to be able to also do with this data. But that's why we're here at Digioh. So Rishi's going to dive into the platform. We're going to take you through the features that really drive a maximized amount of success for our customers. But Rishi, before we dive in, I got to ask you a question.
I'm ready.
I love hard questions. So Rishi, here's a hard one because we have so many customers. We've got over 1,500 customers here at Digioh. Tell me your favorite customer success story.
Well, that's a hard one. There are so many customer stories, but if I had to pick one, it'd be Jackson. I'm really excited to talk about them. They are a men's fashion brand selling necklaces, and they came to Digioh wanting to help visitors find the perfect necklace, a men's necklace. And the results were pretty amazing. Jackson not only found that 80% of their website traffic was shopping for themselves. They thought it was a girlfriend buying for a boyfriend or a wife buying for their husband. But in reality, it was men buying for men. So this was a breakthrough for them. This helped them understand who their visitors are, and so they could talk to them better. They changed their entire website. They figured out how to sell to them better, more easily. They saw that 5% of quiz takers, people come to their site, 5% of them that actually took the quiz, they were buying a necklace in the same session because it was a recommendation. And they saw a 2.2 increase in overall conversion rate. Very powerful results from this quiz. The story gets even better. We are sending the recommendations over email, and in turn, they saw email performance boom with an open rate of 50% and a 3.5% conversion rate. These are the type of results that you typically see in an abandoned cart email. When they add something item to the cart and they leave and you trigger an email, these are types of results based on their quiz. Now let's dive in onto how Jackson and so many other brands, Andy Swim, CNET, Crayola, Bedgear, and over 1,500 Digioh clients use our platform to drive success with consumer consented oriented data. We're gonna quickly run through 8 unique Digioh powerful features that clients are leveraging right now and seeing success. So we're excited about this.
I'm excited too, Rishi. You've got me pumped up. The audience is ready and pumped up. Let's go on and let's start with feature number 1, dynamic pop-ups.
This is one of my favorite features. Dynamic pop-ups are huge. We're seeing a lot of results when customers use this. Dynamic pop-ups are built towards optimizing new subscribers for your email and SMS programs. versus a static pop-up that can easily drive up your rate of acquisition by 3x. So a 3 times multiplier on what you're currently doing.
Wow, that's amazing. So you're saying that a dynamic pop-up performs better than a static pop-up. For those of you though in the audience that maybe haven't used a dynamic pop-up before though too, Rishi, can you go a little bit further into what that actually is? Like give some real examples to the audience. That would be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. A dynamic pop-up is like a personalized pop-up that shows offers based on what the visitor is doing currently on your site. So for example, you imagine like a toy website and you're on wooden toys. You would say 15% off on all wooden toys. If you're on a website that talks about TV shows, and they're looking at animated TV shows, you could say, learn more about animated TV shows. So instead of doing like a site-wide pop-up that says 10% off everything, you're saying 10% off exactly what they're looking for. So it's personalizing the messaging based on what they're looking at on your site. So Digioh uses website categories, breadcrumbs, or data from your existing marketing staff, like your email service provider or your CDP. And then we could drive tailored experiences based on their website activity in that moment. Leveraging this data, you can increase your conversion rate because you're showing them offers based on what they're interested in. And this is how you could actually increase that conversion rate.
That's amazing. When you're getting into the Digioh platform and you're a first-time user and maybe you've been using another product where you just had a static pop-up before, walk us through how you actually would set that up inside of Digioh, Rishi.
It's super easy. So setting up a dynamic pop-up is easy in the Digioh editor with our dynamic item feature. So we have a feature that you can just plug it and you can hook it up to really any part of your site. We look at where that content shows up and then have a merge tag that shows it right up inside the pop-up. Now, this could be a pop-up. This could be an inline form. This also could be embedded. And we have also hundreds of templates that you can pick and choose from. So we make it super easy. But we also bring on a team to help you guys, if you need it, to help you guys set the first one up for you.
That's awesome. So anything that is templatized, I can tell you, our customers really appreciate. They love things where it's just out of the box and they can plug and play with it. But Rishi, they love just more than dynamic pop-ups, even though we know you love dynamic pop-ups. Okay, so
I do.
What are some other things that our customers dive into that help them with growing their business overall? What's next?
Coupons. I love the power of coupons because it creates a sense of urgency. You get that revenue right away. And it's a chance for first-time visitors to try to trust your brand, right? They're coming first time. They don't know who you are. Give them an incentive to actually make a purchase and get that trusted. With Digioh, you can display an offer like get 10% off and show a one-time use coupon code right after they enter their email on the thank you page with a click to copy button. So they just copy the coupon and then convert the checkout. So visitors can easily use it immediately. We also pass the coupon code to your email marketing system. So you can show the coupon code in your follow-up emails. The coupon code also can auto expire like on 7 days or 14 days. You definitely do want it to auto expire. So you create that urgency and create that relevancy as well. This allows you to get revenue immediately or faster than you would have before without a coupon code. Digioh can also detect the same visitors on your site and they haven't purchased yet. So you can display a banner at the top or the bottom of your page with the same coupon code as a reminder that, hey, this is going to expire pretty soon. In addition, it's not all about coupons. You want to see what drives results. So you can A/B test different offers like 10% versus 25% off. And in most cases, bigger discounts doesn't actually mean more revenue. So now you can easily test and find out.
Wow. So I love coupon codes. And as like a major consumer, I'll tell you, I go out and go search for those things like crazy. What is the best use of a coupon code, do you think, inside of maybe a dynamic pop-up, Rishi?
Yeah, if you could personalize the discount offer to what they're interested in, that's going to create a big factor. Like, oh, I'm interested in coffee, for example, and I'm on the coffee mug section. So I'm going to get a discount code on coffee mugs today. And this is kind of a unique experience for them.
Yeah, and that's awesome. So let's go ahead and get into just that next feature too, where I think coupon codes are really, really effective, but also too showing personalization is even that much more so effective as well. Let's talk about abandoned cart. I love abandoned cart. Our customers love abandoned cart. Our partners love abandoned cart. Everybody loves abandoned cart. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, abandoned cart, there's always strong results. One of the biggest things our customers love about our abandoned cart feature is the no development approach. It's very important, very highly technical, and very useful in campaign strategies. Like abandoned cart, browse abandonment, category abandonment, exit intent, these are all widely used on your favorite e-commerce sites already, where you get an email if you don't complete your checkout. These are very powerful. You see this all the time. You probably go to an e-commerce site, you ask them in your cart, and you get an email about it. Now you got to make sure your site does it as well. There always takes a lot of in-house talent potentially, but now you can just give it to us and we can take care of it for you. When trying to do this in-house, you get stuck in the development queue, even though it's super powerful and it's going to gain a lot of revenue. When doing this with other providers, you also have to pay an arm and a leg just to create an experience that caters to the customer's intent and recent actions, all of which is expected in today's consumer-driven online world. With Digio's Collect easy and flexible solution, we can easily see customers recover 30%, up to 30%. I mean, this is a real number. I'm not just making this up. You can even Google abandoned cart recovery rate. Recover 30% of visitors who abandon their website and usually would never return again. This is a huge game changer to your bottom line and something you can get done immediately. You just add the Digioh JavaScript and we can get it up and running for you. This is a huge way to just drive revenue lift.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great way to be able to take consumers also too, who usually, are at that point where their threshold, their browser's going out. You want to be able to capture the attention. You need something incentivizing to keep them there even before they get to another channel. I am somebody that has studied a lot of this type of behavioral components around the psychology of abandonment for a number of years. And I'll tell you all, if you're not using this as a strategy today, it should be one of the first that you set up when you come on board to Digioh. So keep an eye out for that and look forward to learning more as you get started here. So Rishi, let's talk a little bit more about multilingual capabilities, because a lot of our customers are also global. And one of the things that the audience maybe would be entertained to know is that I actually was a customer of Digioh's before in the past and a partner. And one of the things that caused me to come on board as a customer and as a partner was the multilingual capabilities that Digioh actually has. So let's dive into that.
Yeah, lots of our bigger customers are going international, and this poses a scale issue to be able to show promotions based on their visitor's language. Digioh's multilingual capabilities, where you can meet their language, change the language based on their IP address in real time. So we can detect what language is on their browser and change up the text. Conversions go way up when you show offers in French if their browser language is set to French. Pretty an obvious concept, but not many people do it. And as you scale, we can help you guys scale and make sure the conversions are across the board. So if you're scaling internationally or searching for an alternative solution to manage acquisition on overseas, search no further as Digioh Collect can accommodate any of your international needs, including passing in the browser language into your ESP to make sure that all goes well as well.
There's so many brands that can use that. I'm talking growth brands that also to maybe have properties in APAC and US and maybe, a couple over in Europe as well. But then there's major brands that really, really struggle with this ability to be able to accommodate the users in their native language. So I've always found that to be incredibly impressive about Digioh. Let's talk about something fun, though, too, that also, outside of multilingual, is new to Digioh. We've been talking about consumer consented data. We've been talking about zero-party data. People are probably wondering, what are you talking about? Can you show this to us? Let's get into how we do that here at Digioh with quizzes and surveys, Rishi.
Yeah, this is our most used features in the last year. It's been really exciting. Interactive quizzes. This is a set of rapid-fire questions you can ask visitors to find the perfect product, article, or a specific score. These quizzes capture a gold mine of information on your visitors, so you know their interests. This allows you to sell additional products, send better targeted emails, and retarget them across the web with specific, more relevant offers. With our interactive data quizzes, our customer experience stronger, high quality new subscribers with an average of 3% in acquisition, so much higher than a static pop-up. Enhanced conversion rates, up to 7% increase from first-time visitors and quiz takers, as we gently hold their hand through website visitors, guiding them through towards custom product recommendations. So you're asking a series of questions about what they want, and then you show a really relevant product that is based on their needs. More consumer consented data captured than ever before, with this data being pushed to your most important technologies, such as your email marketing system, your SMS system, and then you can leverage that then to power all your email marketing messages. So higher click-through rates and higher conversion rates across all your retention channels. It is probably the most compelling thing we've been doing in the last year, and it's been very exciting.
Yeah. And here's a really great way, I think, to probably think about this for those of you that are watching and listening. Imagine if you were to go into a store and somebody runs up to you immediately and says, hey, what is your name? What is your phone number? What is your email address? And you've never been in that store before. You don't know who that person is. You're probably going to scream and run. And the best way to think about our quiz product is really thinking about how to have a shopping concierge experience. How do you have somebody that comes alongside you and that somebody being online that helps custom tailor what it is that you're going to see and experience based around your preferences. So Rishi, I love being able to talk about this because I think that after being online for a while, we all see the pop-ups that come up and maybe not asking for permission to gain our contact data. So Rishi, tell me a little bit about what you think about with quizzes. overall.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great thing. So like in your example, I actually used to work at a Sears, in high school, I worked at Sears and I actually sell vacuums. So imagine going to a vacuum store and a salesperson just immediately coming in and selling, hey, get 10% off on all vacuums today. So that's a great offer. But instead, imagine the salesperson asking about your home, if you had pets, and then gives you a recommendation. Let's say I say yes to pets and I do have a home with stairs, then you need a lightweight vacuum that also can get pet dander out. So, and then giving you that 10% off, for example. Imagine that experience versus just shouting at you deals. And that's what's going around on the web right now. So that's the goal. You also form a bond of trust and reputation that, hey, these people are really excited to help me out on my specific needs.
Yep. And it also helps you with what we're going to talk about next. It helps you actually with building up enough consumer consented trust, enough consumer consented data to be able to actually get real-time feedback after they make their first purchase. So let's talk about post-purchase surveys, Rishi.
Yeah, with the new changes in analytics and cookies, it's becoming very hard to understand how they came and why they came to your site to make a purchase. For example, was your last purchase because of organic search or an Instagram ad? This makes it super hard for marketers and specifically our clients to understand which marketing channels are working, which ones should they double down on, which should they kill off budget for. We have post-purchase surveys. This is the survey right after you make a purchase, asking the visitor how they heard about you. We get nearly an 80% take rate right after you show a Lightbox with questions on how you heard about us, if it's immediately offered after checkout and as a Lightbox widget. It's also a great opportunity to capture real-time consumer feedback and elevate your NPS scoring too. So this will help out with your post-purchase acquisition post too. So get that second sale, in a month or two from now.
Yeah. You think about how you can take that shopping concierge experience, move that into a customer concierge experience, and really be able to tap into, again, that area of leveraging data to your advantage to build trust, credibility, and then be able to actually increase the overall lifetime value of a customer too, for your brand. So I love that. Now tell us a little bit about maybe what comes next. We're talking all about data. We're talking about how do we engage data and pull all of that together. But I think this next feature, we would really be missing the boat if we didn't talk about.
Yeah, preference centers. Preference centers are a big one. Customers are using different methods to interact with your brand. They're using email, they're using SMS, they're using app notifications, and more. There's a lot of different ways to connect customers. And each customer is also a little different. They want messages that are also relevant to them. They don't want all of your messages. They don't want maybe a specific set of views. And a lot of majority of the brands just have a single opt-out, right? When you click the unsubscribe link, you're removed from everything. You're removed from all communication. When in reality, they did sign up and they just want to change their preferences. They want to know about you. They want to know what they want specific messages to them that pertains to them. So with Digioh Connect, we do all the heavy lifting around consumer preferences, data compliance, and communication across all your retention marketing channels. So you can build a preference center, and it's a great way to lower your opt-out rate, and also a perfect time to capture data like birthday, interest, how often they like to be contacted. So instead of just doing an opt-out all, show them all the different things that they can opt in and opt out from, and just stop removing the full opt-out aspect of it.
Yeah, no, I love that. And, I can think about, as you were talking about this, I was thinking of so many brands in my head where it's like single opt-out. And preference centers are so overlooked, but they're overlooked because most people know they're challenging. They are super, super hard to get up and going. And so that's what's so amazing about Digioh Connect is our team's expertise in helping you build these things, but also to the ease of use that comes when we do have this set up so you can actually get in there and update it. The outcome is better engagement. Right? The outcome is
Absolutely.
Less unsubscribes. The outcome is stronger compliance as well, especially when we start to talk about omni-channel preference management. So now we've gone through a lot today, Rishi, and I think we'd be missing the boat if we didn't talk about the very last thing. Let's talk integrations. You and I both love integrations.
I do love integrations. So we have gone through a lot about the power of Digioh overall and the vast data capabilities, but we'd be doing ourselves a big disservice if we failed to mention with Digioh Connections, you can integrate all of your collected data and converge consumer consented data anywhere. Digioh Connect has over 400 integrations. And if we don't connect with the technology you currently work with, we'll build out the integration for you. Some of our most popular integrations are e-commerce integrations, such as Shopify, and ESP integrations like Klaviyo and Iterable and Salesforce Marketing Cloud, and SMS platforms like Attentive and CDP platforms like Segment. So we can hook into all of your existing data and make it happen.
Yep. Make it happen, make it come to life. So, all right, we've gone through 8 features. We did it. We went through
Yes.
really quickly, but we're not done. There's more, guys. So if you want to book some time with myself or with Rishi one-on-one, we'd invite you to. Please go check out the link, the QR code, and book some time individually with us. We want you to be able to lean in, better understand your visitors, and be able to use consumer consented data to your advantage. Thanks, everyone. We'll see ya.
Thank you.